The agentic AI revolution has engineers bragging about running dozens, even hundreds of AI agents simultaneously. But raw scale is meaningless if you have no idea what those agents are actually producing. Boris Cherny, the creator of Claude Code, claims 100% of his code comes from AI agents running in parallel, and the engineering world is racing to follow suit without asking a critical question: who's actually watching? There's a predictable pattern that emerges as engineers scale up their agent usage. With one agent, you read every line. With 5, you spot check the critical paths. With 100, you're essentially rubber stamping output and trusting your test suite to catch the problems you never saw. This isn't a hypothetical risk. It's a systematic collapse of the review process that software engineering spent decades building. The human in the loop has quietly become the human at the end of the conveyor belt. The engineers who get hurt by agentic AI aren't the cautious ones moving too slowly. They're the ones who let agents absorb not just the work, but the knowledge of why decisions were made. When a bug surfaces 3 months later, they have no mental model of the system to debug against. The agent wrote it, the agent is gone, and the engineer is left staring at unfamiliar code they technically authored. Delegating execution is powerful. Delegating comprehension is dangerous. Code review is one of the most battle-tested practices in software engineering for a simple reason. 2 sets of eyes catch what one set misses. Not because one person is smarter, but because different perspectives surface different failure modes. When you're the single point of approval for 100 simultaneous agents, you've lost that adversarial lens entirely. You're no longer asking, is this right? You're asking, can I ship this? Those are fundamentally different questions with very different consequences. The competitive edge in the agentic era won't belong to whoever can spin up the most agents the fastest. It'll belong to engineers who architect systems where agent output is genuinely auditable at scale. That means structured logging that traces every decision an agent made. Deterministic test coverage that proves behavior, not just functionality. And clear separation of ownership so you always know which agent touched which part of the system. These aren't bureaucratic slowdowns. They're the infrastructure that lets you go fast without going blind. There's a construction principle that applies directly here. You don't compromise the foundation to build faster. You can erect a skyscraper at incredible speed, but if the structural engineering is wrong, speed was never the point. The same logic applies to agentic development. Moving fast with agents is genuinely powerful. It compresses what used to take a team into what one engineer can accomplish. But the floor needs to hold when you go fast. One bad merge from 100 unreviewed agents isn't a minor incident. It's a very bad week. The 100x engineer narrative has become intoxicating in AI circles. The idea that one person with enough agents can outproduce an entire team. And there's real truth to it in certain contexts. But the math changes entirely when you account for risk surface area. 100 agents touching 100 different parts of your code base without proper oversight isn't a 100x productivity multiplier. It's a 100x increase in the number of places something can silently go wrong. Productivity gains and risk management have to scale together, or one eventually cancels the other out. The engineers who will define the next decade of software aren't the ones running the most agents or the ones refusing to use them at all. They're the ones solving the hardest problem in the space right now. How do you maintain genuine, meaningful visibility into what 100 autonomous systems produced on your behalf? The answer requires new tooling, new architectural patterns, and a mindset shift about what engineering ownership actually means in an agentic world. That combination, raw speed paired with structural accountability, is the real superpower.